You know, I'm thankful for all this rain because we really need it on our fields this year. But man, I really got to get some of these projects done, caught up. That way I can move to some other ones. Oh, that's not good. That means the creek is probably up. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another vlog. Might be a hard day today. May not be working on the projects, but maybe saving some projects from washing away. Woo! Huddles. Woo! Hey, buddy. Oh, you're just full of it. I'm gonna go ahead and get you picked up. Oh yeah. Aha, yeah. And we're just gonna toss you in the back of the truck. We're gonna play with him later. Got a bull ring in his nose and everything. You must be troubled then. Man, you are a pretty guy though. Yes, you are. Ooh, and look who's in the field with them. Someone's gonna get lucky. Real quick before I pull in the driveway and walk through our property to check out the pasture. I'm gonna go right here on our bridge. And it's under control. Still got about another 4 feet to go. So that's good. Well, so much for not getting wet today. I don't know if you can see it. We got a little problem right there. See, that's a rump of a hog right there. So now I gotta find a way to how did they get out? What are y'all doing? Y'all hungry? Come on. Well, y'all just chill out right there. I'll go get a bucket and some feed. How did y'all get out? There's no way. Who undid my wires? My wires are undone. All of my wires are undone. I mean, the top one is done. You know, it's understandable. Okay, this is weird. This is weird. It's understandable if the bottom one popped or the middle one popped, if they pushed on it. All three are popped off and in different areas. All right, got a bucket full of feed and hopefully we can coax these guys back in. Well, that was way easier than what I expected. I mean, before in the past, it would have been normal, blah. But since the other day I had to rope them to get them into here, not bad. Pretty simple. All right, now to fix the fence. All right, I'm gonna try to hurry up and get this done before I ruin the camera, but okay, so this is how I have my banding wire. Now there's 2 strands of banding wire on each side, every panel. Now it would be understandable if they push the panel open on this side right here. This is my easy access open wires right here. But all my other wires are double wrapped around and then strapped like this or twisted around like that on each part of the panel. Now, comment below what y'all think. But this is how I found my wires. I found one over here, like y'all saw. Found one in between there, and I found one way over here. Now, it makes sense if all of them were, you know, within an area, maybe hanging and everything, but why in the hell is that one way back here? And why in the hell is all my wires stretched out like that when they were initially like that? And while I'm at it, one more thing that I realized. It busted on the end, if they busted through, where the water trough is, full of water. So they would have to shove their big selves in between here to provide enough force to pull that off. Possible? Yes. But here goes the thing. My hogs have never tried to get out. Ever. Okay, guys. While we got a break in the storms. Well, the creek's still good. That's good. Alright, so I wasn't going to keep my assumption that someone let my hogs out. But after reviewing the evidence, or not the evidence, after reviewing the footage of me walking up on the panels and everything, there's one thing I realized. When I came back out here before I turned off the camera, or before now, there's no bending in my panel. These panels are not, they're thick, they're tough, but they're not that tough to where this knot in my banding wire, these knots, all three of those, which my hogs have never tried to get out of a simple banding wire tie up like that on a T-post. I mean, she could pull it, you can see it, or push it. You can see it flexing. I mean, if they broke through this, she just lifted that up. She just lifted that up. If she actually forced that panel, and the three of them forced that panel and broke the banding wire, either this would be lifted up, one of the T-posts would be lifted up, something. There would have been evidence of lifting up. That's what hogs do. They lift up, they root. If their eyes can go past it, their body can follow. This panel would be bent. But my knots, whatever you want to call this, my tie-ups, were undone and stretched out, in my personal opinion, as if somebody was unraveling it. That's just my opinion. So I don't ask often or at all to comment down below, but I honestly want to know somebody else's opinion on that, because my hogs never try to get out. Never have gotten out. Well, never tried to get out. They've gotten out before just because they realize there's a soft spot in the fence. Like I had the same thing, little shelter, but over there across the way. But I wasn't using the livestock panel. I was using just regular fencing. And so they were able to push it, and they weren't trying to get out. They just wound up rolling out without realizing, and then boom, we got the hogs out. But no, for real, guys, you just witnessed her push on it and lift it up. If she really wants, she's 200 pounds. Each one of my boys at least 150. Yeah, they can get through there easily. But there's something a little iffy about all three of my tie downs on the banding wire being unbent like that. That's just my personal opinion. Now, while we got a break in the weather, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some insulators on or finish putting the insulators on these posts, and hopefully run this wire before the next storm comes in. Oh, that's right, I forgot about this guy for a second. Look at him. He's all hiding in there. Hey, don't bite my hand off. The kids are right now doing their schoolwork. I told them if they hurried up and did their lessons, we could come out here and check out the snapping turtle. Use it as a science lesson. Finally, everything is hooked up. The wire is ran all the way around. The only thing I have to do now is build the pallet for the up and down gate, whatever you want to call it. And there are some areas where the grass is touching the wire. Now I'll kind of throw off the grounding a little bit, so I do have to make one pass around, knock down some of the grass. But other than that, it's pretty much done. Okay, so we're trying to find the turtle that I had in the back of the truck so I could show the kids. And there's no turtle.
I swear I saw it.
I mean, he could have climbed. I guess he could have climbed that. I mean, turtles can climb. I mean, they do climb out of the water and they get onto, but he's not. I don't see him underneath the. I mean, he's definitely not that small to not catch. He's nowhere. All right, well, we got to find the turtle, because if one of the chickens gets curious, it's gone. I'm honestly surprised. I mean, I know for a fact turtles can climb, you know, leaning trees and everything, and branches and logs and all that, and big rocks. But I didn't think. I mean, he wasn't a huge turtle. I mean, we've caught way bigger snapping turtles than that. I'm just honestly surprised that he was able to get on top, for the size he was, able to get on top of the toolbox and climb and flip himself out of the side of the bed of the truck. But I'm assuming that's the way he did it. I don't know what other way he would do it. So we're out here real quick, trying to see if we can find it. Because I'm not going to lie, I don't want one of the animals, you know, getting a little curious and then getting their face ripped off. I'm sorry to laugh about that, but I mean, if any of y'all know what chickens, how curious chickens can be, it's a little funny.
On the road and the...
Well, I'll catch them. I just didn't get a chance for last year to set my lines. But yes, most of the turtles I bring home, I save them off the road. And I was gonna let him go, but I wanted y'all to see him.
I only got to see his tail and his shell.
You only saw his tail in the shell?
And it looked like a dinosaur.
I just know it was the biggest one y'all saw. It's bigger than the one. It's bigger than the one that we found at Bill's house, or the one that y'all found at our old place.
The one in the trap?
In the creek?
Yeah.
Oh, in the trap. Yeah, that's right. We did trap them.
What were they called again?
Crawfish?
Yes. Yeah, they were digging
crawfish
holes.
trap. I'm honestly, I don't even know how he got in there. Well, this kind of sucks a little bit. It would have been the biggest snapping turtle they would have found. Be careful over there, because y'all looking for turtles and there may be snakes.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, it's a little up. Hey, actually, while I'm here, it's a perfect opportunity to show all y'all some of my flooding issues. All right, see? Got a little clog up right there. It slows down right there. It comes in super fast, and then it just like, and then it has to go over this big tree log right there. Or tree trunk, whatever you want to call it. And then that big pile of brush back there slows down the creek again. And I promise you, back there on the other side of my creek, or on the other side of my property, guarantee you it's barely even flooded over there. Nope, he's not in here.
I'm gonna go check.
We couldn't find a snapping turtle. I checked underneath the truck, everywhere, even across the street. He must have, I mean, I had checked on him, worked on the fence, come in for a little bit to see the family, and went right back outside to show the kids. And here you go. It does kind of suck, because I wanted all the reptiles I save off the side of the roads, I try to, you know, throw them in the back of the truck and teach the kids about them and everything before we relocate them. We don't ever hurt them. We either, if they're safe enough to release on the farm, we release them off the farm. Most of the snapping turtles, we'll take them most of the time to the rivers, or if we find you know, a flooded area that we know they'll be safe enough to be in without any roads around, we'll take them there. But it just sucks, because that would have been the biggest snapping turtle that the kids had ever seen outside of a zoo. You know, but I'm surprised. Today has been way more eventful than I had expected, and here comes the rain again. Wow, at least I got most of the fence up, and all I got is that like gate and just getting the hogs and should be good. Knocking down some of the fence grass around the fence area, but I'm honestly surprised about how today turned out. But guys, I gotta go ahead and get ready for work. I will see y'all tomorrow.